Two schools, one urban, the other more rural, both targets of threats today, threats that never materialized. Good evening, I'm Brian Nucono.
And I'm Amanda Hill. Even the threats themselves were different. One, a report of an active shooter in Portland. The other, a bomb threat in Topsham.
News Center Maine's David Guilford is live tonight outside one of the buildings targeted, Casco Bay School in Portland. Hi, David.
Brian and Amanda, we're just 2 weeks into the school year, and there have now been at least 5 threats made to school districts somewhere in the state. Just this morning, kids who should have been walking to class were instead sent walking away from potential danger.
2 threats of violence made against 2 Maine schools Monday morning.
Police received a text this morning that there was an active shooter at Casco Bay and Tabs. Police have responded and are on site.
This voicemail sent to Casco Bay High School families around 9:30 a.m. as 15 Portland police officers locked down the area while students and staff were evacuated.
They said, no, we want you to go to Allen Avenue. So when they said that kind of raised some concerns.
Steve Mezzapelli said he's an ed tech who was working with a student with special needs in the school at the time.
My particular student was very nervous, and but I was just stuck with them. And, we just kind of kept going. We called the parent just to make sure they knew what was going on in case they heard something.
Evacuating students walked a mile to Lyman Moore Middle School while officers searched for a shooter that didn't exist.
Staff are reacting very well because they just take charge of what needs to be taken care of.
Meanwhile, in Topsham, staff arrived there to find a voicemail left the night before, saying a bomb was in Mount Ararat Middle School.
Probably going to take at least a day. We'll have to get subpoenas to try to find out who the numbers belong to.
Police found no bomb. Mount Ararat sent its kids home for the day, while Casco Bay brought students back to finish class, an attempted return to normalcy. While this becomes a trend, no one wants to become normal.
You hear a lot of other horror stories in other places over the last decade or so where it's really scary situations. But I felt like right away the police were there, and so that was a feeling of security that they showed up so quickly.
Portland police are asking for information on the Casco Bay threat here in the city of Portland, which turned out to be, like so many others, simply a way to disrupt a school day and to cause a lot of unnecessary worry in teenagers and those who care about them. Amanda, Brian.
David Guilford live for us in Portland tonight. David, thank you.